This is going to be the next Wind Waker Randomizer tournament match here at Speedgaming Live 2025 between Kitcot and CrainWWR. What?
Did Crane just ask if he's allowed to chew gum? I really want to tell. I want to tell him no, just for grins and giggles.
I mean, Crane. I guess you can't hear me. Crane will be chewing gum on camera, I guess.
In case that's an issue.
Yeah.
For an esoteric reason.
But yeah, it looks like our runners are just about both set to go.
Yep.
They are going to get a lot of information very fast once the seed starts. We're going to try to keep track of their hints properly here when they start. They're also going to start with a random item in addition to the ones that are already on the track here. And we're starting at Spectacle, and that's the leaf.
Okay.
It's a very good starting item. Horseshoe to Godan.
Okay.
Windfall to Kalidemos.
Crescent
Helm. Angular to Goma. Let's see, no Paw Print, no Needle Rock, no Private Oasis, no Great Sea. Okay, so no Barren Dungeons.
Okay.
Required Moblin's Letter on Blue Chew. No Maze Chest.
No Maze Chest.
Sword on Tree Branch. Okay. And Mila has Boomerang. That's good.
Now, is Boomerang as useless as it's ever been, or?
So there's one platform where Boomerang or bombs can be used to break the cannons around the platform, so there is that. Crane also remembered that there's a Blue Chew on Spectacle. So Crane actually picked up one of the Blue Chews, because you will need 15 of those to get the Moblin's Letter, right?
Yeah.
And we do start off with 10, so you only need to collect 5. I did not remember that there was one there. So...
Come on, Jim.
Yeah, so let's see. Kitcot immediately doing the typical play of going to Cliff Plateau.
I did not see whether Small Island was spiky.
Yeah, I didn't see either.
He did peek it, though.
Yes. Crane immediately sailed north to Northern Ferry, which is smart because that means he doesn't have to warp there. So we got immediate divergence here.
Yeah.
Kitcot immediately doing storage, going to be storing this chest here and going up to the top. I guess he must have peeked the top and saw that it was spiky, because if it wasn't, then he
save quit.
would have just save quit, yeah, or just doesn't have to do this. Going to do a little bit of a tricky jump slash to get over these vines. I'm in a little bit of trouble with it.
Yeah, this room is, it's like, in a vacuum it's not that hard, but I still find the way to mess it up. So I feel Crane in this moment.
There we go. Yeah, so that chest right there doesn't have anything important because it's just a plain old light brown chest. Chest types matches contents is on, so spiky chests like the one we see here on Kitcot's screen will have important things. And this one has a shield.
Shield, that is required unless, you use a Skullhammer.
Yeah.
Reflects Zelda's Light Arrow in the Ganon fight. That is a randomizer quality of life feature.
Yeah, Kitcot also picking up a Blue Chew for himself over there. Meanwhile, Crane is swinging on ropes, trying to get the Northern Ferry Island submarine check. I think he might have fallen down earlier. These ropes can be a little weird.
Yeah, especially if you get greedy at all.
Yeah.
And you try and catch an early cycle. Sometimes it is best just to wait. Oh, this! I cannot believe that grabbed.
Yeah, that was really close.
Wow.
All right, another spiky chest here on Kit's side, and there is Triforce Shard number 4.
Number 4. He's got the numbers on lock.
Yep. Because we have hints about the individual Triforce pieces, it's good to know which ones are which, so we can mark off for ourselves that one was at Cliff Plateau.
Okay. And the sub was nothing, unfortunately. So all that work for junk.
Yep. And let's see, Kitcot going to outset immediately right here, jumping out of the King of Red Lions to waste a few seconds.
He's trying to, he felt the rope fall.
Oh yeah.
Get that time back.
Give the time back to
Crane. It's like a homie stock in Smash.
Right. Let's see. So, okay.
You're gonna check the old man.
Who gives us a hint about the shard that Kit just got.
We will get Another ho hint up at the top of this spiraling path.
Yep.
Hopefully not another shard 4 hint.
Yeah, each shard hint is duplicated twice because there are twice as many ho-hos as there are shards that are left. So that was 8 on Windfall. Yeah. Windfall has a lot of checks, so that could be who knows what.
Could be anything but Blue Chews and Mila, pretty much, right?
Yeah. That is a Triforce chart for Crane.
Absolutely barren Northern.
Yep.
That is unfortunate.
But he did get another Blue Chew. So.
Not for nothing.
And the ho-ho hint. But, I mean, he probably was going to go to Cliff anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a standard part of the opener, and whether you do it, like, first or, like, delay it a couple like Crane is doing, it's still going to be there, so.
Yeah, so still no items that really open up progression. We just got a shard and a shield on Kit's side. Looks like Crane's gonna follow suit here with the warp to Forest Haven.
Under Grandma's has nothing.
Yeah, so I think the reason that Kit went to outside is because he maybe wants to push that horseshoe hint, but we can only get one of the checks on horseshoe. Because we have Leaf, but we don't have Magic. So we can play golf, but we can't get the chest that's on the island that requires flying with the Leaf.
Yeah, but we can spawn it and see whether it's spiky or not.
True, yeah.
Okay. HOR Gordon is how my phone auto-corrected Horseshoe Godin.
I mean, mine typed Horsey Fondant.
Horsey Fondant. Jim, you gotta open a restaurant. Horsey Fondant is...
Look, I'm particularly bad at phone typing, so... Oh, okay, so interesting. Kit's not going to Horseshoe. He's going to Windfall.
Yeah, I mean, Horseshoe's also a good place to grab salvage core, too, so...
Yeah.
You've got some nice...
Also, the Great Sea was dead. So,
oh, you're so right. You're so right. Great Sea's dead.
Salvage core not going to have anything.
Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't write down the Barrens, but it was Private Oasis,
Needle Rock,
Needle
Great
Rock.
Sea, and Papering. We'll figure out what that is eventually, I guess.
I want to say maybe it was Bomb Island.
Hmm.
Because I think usually you... oh, interesting. Nice use of damage invincibility there from Crane to do that jump slash. Oh, he's ignoring the red rupee. Oh, hey, there's another shard. That's shard number 6.
That is probably... oh, 6. So
yes.
not our hinted shard. So
Not
there's
our
another
hinted
one
shard.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Already the numbering coming in useful. not that I doubted you, Jim, but immediate payoff.
Crane is trying to use the telescope, but zooming in on a tree instead. Getting his shield now. And his Blue Chew. Yeah, he's trying to peek the chest there on the platform. We do know that it is, well, so Crane just got the hint about the Triforce shard, so I feel like he should know by process of elimination that chest on the platform is the shard. Mm-hmm. But...
how popular is Lenzo door cancel these days?
It's still used, because you still do get the 2 checks.
Yeah.
That are inside Lenzo's house, but obviously it's best if you can wait for a Picto Box.
Yep, it's always
there's a sword on Tot.
Forsaken Fortress is in Logic today, so that sword does or will unlock Phantom Ganon.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think it's at least like it's interesting to me because like if I was playing this seed, right, and you know we had the horseshoe, the crescent moon, and the angular path hints.
Yeah.
I probably would have tried to like rush one of those.
Yeah.
Granted, only crescent moon of those 3 is one that you can full clear right away.
Yeah, but angular and horseshoe do also present 1 check that's in Logic Sphere 0, right?
Or because we're starting with Leaf.
Oh, that becomes Sphere 1. Got it. It's as if it was in a Sphere 0 check. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like Crane is going to Bomb Islands. Maybe I was wrong about Bomb Island being barren.
Nah. Jim, how could you have mistaken Papering for Bomb Island when it clearly was so obviously...
Yeah.
I got nothing.
My bad.
I got nothing.
Yeah, so Kitcot also peeked through the wall for the jailed maze chest, and it was spiky. So he'll be getting something there when he eventually makes his way through the maze.
Nothing on the platform for Crane. A little trouble with the side hop.
And there's magic.
Okay.
All right.
So Horseshoe now becomes a full clear.
Yeah.
He's already, on Windfall. I'm sure we'll see that crescent after this. Yeah, definitely a couple different directions now. Open up.
Or Northern Ferry.
Okay, he's gonna go to Northern, which is a time sink for nothing.
Yeah, we know it's dead. He will get a blue chew there.
Yeah.
And he'll get the hint about the Triforce shard that he already has. So.
He'll be, thrilled to have spent the couple minutes getting that.
Yeah. He will have the advantage over Crane, though, of him having Leaf and Magic. He'll be able to fly across the submarine.
Yep, doesn't have to mess with the ropes at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Crane, despite Private Oasis being dead, it looks like Crane is gonna go get the Ho-Ho hint on Private Oasis.
Okay.
Because there's also not a blue chew on... I don't think there's a blue chew on Private Oasis. Oh, it looks like Crane's just checking the chest, so maybe he forgot.
May have not, remembered.
Yeah.
To no one's surprise, it is wooden. I'm also not going to check the hoe hint.
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe Crane's just too big brain for me.
He knew it was a duplicate, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Kitcot picking up Triforce Chart 7.
Crane going to push the Crescent.
Okay.
Hint.
See, this I like.
Yeah. What was Crescent path again?
Crescent was path to Helmarock.
Helmarock.
So, potentially bombs, hammer are the two obvious ones.
Yeah. Or something that leads to those, right?
Yeah. We know it's not going to be magic.
Yep. No, not going to be a sword.
Yeah.
Ghost ship at Crescent, but no ghost ship chart to check it.
Great Sea is also dead.
That's the second time. I'm going to say that for every Great Sea check. Oh, man.
Oh, okay, so the main chest here on Crescent is dead, so that means the submarine has to have our path item here.
Okay.
We'll see what Old Man Ho-Ho says. 7 is in the Tower of the Gods sector. So I didn't see what dungeon entrances we have, but if there's no dungeon entrance there, actually the shard can't be in Hyrule, what am I saying? So it's going to be in whatever dungeon is there at the Tower of the Gods sector.
Very true, very true. Good catch. It's almost like you said, the Great Sea has something.
Yeah, so this sub is actually interesting because it's kind of just on a timer.
Just have to kill that first mini blend to kick off the timer, and then.
Yeah, but interestingly, when Kitcot goes there, he will have Leaf and Magic. Crane does not have, so if Kitcot can do good Leaf pumps, he'll actually be able to skip having to wait out this timer.
Really, that works.
Yeah, it is kind of stupid, but it does work.
Because the ladder drops the timer drops the ladder. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you can leaf across.
Yeah.
And, cancel the leaf at the right time. The ledge is finicky though, so it doesn't always work. It could be a smart idea to just set off the timer and then keep attempting it.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it looks like Kitcot is going to be pushing Horseshoe here, since it makes sense. He can full clear it.
Yep.
And we know that it has to have something on our route here, and it's path to Godan. So could be bow, could also be bombs.
Yep.
Oh, there's Sebastian the Sea Hat making an entrance.
Sebastian, I love Sebastian.
Ooh, that's hookshot on Crane's side. Okay.
Okay.
So hookshot is path to Helmarock King.
Very interesting.
Probably something is at Diamond Step?
We hope it's Diamond Step.
Yeah.
We hope it's Diamond Step. And not like bombs deep in Wind Temple or something.
Yeah. Oh, Kitcot didn't quite get the putt there.
This third one is weird for sure.
Yeah, but the nuts don't really go in the direction you want them to.
Correct.
When you're playing golf.
Yeah,
So,
you have to stand in a really unintuitive way.
You know, early 2000s game physics jank. Hey, another duplicate Triforce hint there.
Okay.
So far, we only don't know about Shard 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was spiky on top of Horseshoe, so we will be going back for that.
Yeah. Kitcot, unfortunately, doesn't have a projectile to deal with this Mothula with.
Does have Leaf though, and you can blow it down. Yep. There we go.
Meanwhile, Crane's at outset, getting his hint about Shard number 8. Probably also going to get the duplicated Horseshoe.
That is nasty. The Mothula was sitting in the exit warp. That's dangerous. I mean, you press A, and all of a sudden you're doing the combat cave over again.
Yeah.
So that spiky for finishing golf is the path.
Oh, the wind is the wrong direction.
Got a pump here.
But yeah, just a couple leaf pumps, you can still make it.
Yep.
Going for the ledge grab, kind of risky.
Yeah.
Okay,
and that's
there's bombs. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so Kit doesn't have hook shot, but he'll probably just do diamond step early here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so Kit's going to be attempting to do a trick where he jumps into the big octo whirlpool on diamond step, and by doing so, if you get into the middle before the big octo swallows you up normally, you can actually get a void out on the island, which will respawn you up on it, so you can get on the island without having to use the hook shot. So he kind of unintuitive to line up, but he gets it, so very nice.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Freehanding that is definitely more difficult. There is like, you can come up with setups based on like save quit position or like starting from outset, but yeah, freehanding it, it's a little tighter.
Yeah, now he's just going to do a Wind Waker dive to get under the island, and because this island has water on it, Link always pops up to the surface of water in this game because there's no underwater shenanigans that you're ever supposed to do. So you just pop up to the top and in you go.
Crane going for the skip on golf and falling. If you have magic, which is, you know, rubbing a little salt in the wound, but if you have magic, you can also just leaf past this, which Crane does not have. It was under Tingles, right?
Yeah, Tingle, jail maze shit.
I think I like transferred my jumble onto you.
Right. Very good last skip though by Crane. Gets that first try.
Yeah, it's the toughest. They get tougher as you go.
Yep. And Kitcot getting presumably. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There's the. That's why hookshot is path.
Yeah. Okay, so it's you know, definitely the more benign of all the hookshot path options.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. We can now do all of FF.
Yep. We can do all of Forsaken Fortress. So it wouldn't surprise me if Kit just immediately goes there.
Yeah.
Yep. There we
Yeah.
go.
There's really no reason to delay this, I think.
Yeah, it's by far the shortest dungeon.
Yeah.
To full clear. And we just already have everything that puts it in logic.
This year, with Season 8 of the Wind Waker Randomizer, and then, you know, carried those settings into SGL, there's actually like a higher weighting for Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
be in the dungeon settings, because it is so short. So.
Yeah, seeds with 4 dungeons that don't include Forsaken Fortress can definitely feel like a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
So those seeds do still appear. They are just much less likely.
Yep.
To appear.
I learned recently that the entire time I played Wind Waker, I thought walking up against the door increased the likelihood for Fandangam to spawn
Oh,
in
no.
a favorable position. I don't know how that rumor started, but
I'm pretty sure that rumor is like well over a decade old.
I got. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. I still do it out of habit, even though it doesn't do anything.
Placebo.
Yeah. Alright, so Crane just following Kit's footsteps here, gonna get his Skull Hammer.
Spiky on PG, Phantom Cannon.
Spiky on Phantom Cannon. Let's see, I think Kit's gonna delay getting that chest so that he can store it to get up to the Helmarok fight faster.
The innovation to stop trying to bomb, use bomb push to store that chest with the mini blins there, and instead, falls.
Nope, falls down. This is like 20 seconds lost or something.
Yeah.
Not the biggest mistake.
Oh,
but,
wow. Dude, he's edge guarding.
Is that the employee of the seed?
Yeah, that's the Marth down tilt right there. That's what that is.
Meanwhile, Crane here trying to do a special bomb push clip to get up. Very nice.
Yeah.
Crane can do this because he has hookshot here.
Yep, didn't have to do the void. Can do this technically the fastest way. Does see it as spiky. Oh no.
He's rolling against the nothing. Oh, it looks like Kit's storing the bed chest here and then voiding out.
Oh, smart. I like that.
Let's see what he gets. Nothing immediately on the UI, it seems like. And no mirror shield either. Oh, bow.
Okay. We need that.
We do need that. It means that if Kit finds Tower of the Gods, he'll be able to do all of it.
This is true. We are fully equipped for Tachi.
And another spiky chest up here. Also, fire and ice.
Okay. Yeah, why not? So with that, a number of checks are open, but also new to Season 8 and SGL is a Creeb hint for all the bows.
Yes.
Which means our light arrows. We'll know where they are when we go back to Windfall. If we don't find them on Phantom Ganon.
Yeah.
Which is the way this is trending.
Also, just realized Tower of the Gods. Tower of the Gods is in Logic. Yes. Okay. The two dungeons that we don't have are Forbidden Woods and Earth Temple.
I have not been paying attention to. Okay. Yeah.
Kitcot now getting storage on this ledge here. This storage spot is like weird. The timing is not what you think it is.
Okay. That makes me feel better. Thank you for saying that.
Crane deciding to go to Windfall. Makes sense because he doesn't have the sword yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a pearl. That opens up the Tower of the Gods entrance. I still don't know which dungeon entrances we have on.
Yeah,
I haven't been paying attention when the map is open.
It's been... There's one on Forest Haven, I think.
Okay.
There is one on Tachi. There is... And I think it's Earth Temple is the last one.
See, did Kit get a delivery bag?
I missed it.
It wasn't light arrows.
Okay. Disappointing.
Yeah. Bad seed.
Yeah.
Oh, Kit almost falling off, but saving it with the leaf.
I mean, any seed that leaves the possibility open for creep light arrows is by definition a bad seed. Don't kill me from behind, Golden.
Alright, so Crane actually is setting up, I think he set up doing catching kids.
Okay.
Just doing some of the checks that Kit did earlier on Windfall.
Had a couple sketchy moments on the climb up to Helmarok. You do not want to fall off there, because if you don't have, or like at a certain point, you just need to save orb, restart the fight. But we're good.
Yeah, because without grappling hook, there's no way to get back up without save warping.
Yep.
Kit getting storage again. Gonna do the typical storing this cutscene so that you can jump back down into the tower during the fight, where all the water has mysteriously disappeared now.
It's just a side hop left that he does, backflip side hop left.
Yeah,
Just put him like at the base of the stairs, or?
I think so.
Okay.
Because yeah, the setup I do is like backflip and then down left rolls.
Okay.
So
Interesting. I think the one I do is like backflip, side hop right, backflip, and then down left. I think that's an Elijah special. Could be crazy, but.
oh, Helmarok is not in a good spot. See if he.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This seems like it should be fine. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Thank you, Lago. In days past, Helmarok was very prone to clipping out, especially in situations like this. Like that table that he basically flew over, like that wooden slab, if he touches that, he just falls through.
Yeah.
Fights, and you gotta restart the fight, so. These days, Helmarok is pretty much soft lock proof. Knock on wood. Modern technology.
Yeah, so interestingly, it doesn't look like Crane is going for Lenzo door cancel because or at least he already like activated the hide and seek and knocked Ivan off the tree. So. Oh hey, Cabana Deed. That's useless.
Don't let Crane find that.
Yeah. Crane is peeking through the wall. Is gonna be going to get his magic now. Meanwhile, Kitcot is done with his first dungeon at less than half an hour in. Okay, yeah, so he did have delivery bag.
We got a hint from Momblin's letter, right?
Yeah, it was supposedly required on 15 blue chews.
Okay.
Kit going to check out Old Man Ho-Ho here. Do we get the Shard 5 hint? Nope, Shard 6.
Double duplicates? Got 6 dupes?
Well, six we already knew about because they both collected it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the... Okay, yeah, so no D. Okay, so we had the Headstone, Forest Haven, and Tower of the Gods were our dungeon entrances.
Check, we got the shrine back here. We've got, by the bombs, I'm assuming DRI Secret Cave is in logic.
No, I think he's gonna shoot down the...
Oh,
He's
okay.
going to shoot down the chest, yeah.
Okay.
And Crane now has magic. And is deciding to not save warp, but is gonna drop down with the rat trapdoor.
Interesting.
Also bait bag. See, bait bag,
Is it just Big Pig and...
Big Pig and
Needle
Needle Rock. Well, I think was Needle Rock dead
Needle
this
Rock
seed?
is dead.
Yeah, Needle Rock is dead this seed.
Yep.
So
Yep.
just Big Pig this seed.
That one came through. That one just says needle, so... Doesn't say, like, parchment or something.
Yeah, so Kit's going to be storing the chest here, and then is going to use the chest storage to look through the wall at the fly-around chest to see if we have to go collect it or not. He puts away the Wind Waker, but does not open the chest.
That's impressive.
That looked dead.
It did look dead.
Yeah.
So now we're going to check the flight platform, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Kit, did Kit think it was something? It looked dead to me.
It also looked dead to me, but
Kit's setting up to get it, so maybe we were both wrong.
we're probably wrong, honestly. It was a quick peek.
Yeah, we were
Yep,
both
we were wrong.
We would have lost. Oh, that's kind of convenient. Kit can now go do the other spoil check on Dragon Roost, but it looks like he's leaving, maybe? That also means he can go pick up Moblin's letter.
What is the other spoils check on Dragon Roost?
Giving the golden feathers to Hoskett.
Okay. Do we start with golden feathers?
Yeah, we start with all of the spoils necessary for the spoils checks, except for the blue chews.
Or -5?
Or -5, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, nice. Kit stored a heart because he got healed when he left the sector.
Speaking of golden feather. Kit gonna pick up his hook shot in the sub.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for leafing across. Let's see, Crane gonna pick up Furore's Pearl Mail here, I think.
Don't know whether Kit is either at 14 or 15 blue chews. I think.
Oh,
Okay.
there's some iron boots. Those are
Okay.
required because Wind Temple is one of our dungeons.
Was that chainmail? Was that bomb mail into Furore's into...
I don't remember where we got Furore's, so maybe.
How? How can you tell? That's crazy. Looks like he's gonna do exactly what you... Oh!
No, he's not going for it.
He's... What?
He's like, I'm just gonna mess up the commentary.
He's like, oh, am I?
Meanwhile, Crane is doing Southern Ferry. He's blasting the cannons off the platform. Gets a spiky chest, so...
Yeah, cue the Danny DeVito quote.
See, I think for these next ones, he's just going to climb up, which actually makes sense, because he's going to have to fly across anyway. You may as well climb up and bomb these from the top, which is much easier.
Yeah. I saw a bit of an HD rando, Wind Waker HD rando stream recently where for the plats, they just item slide across. It does look very nice, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, HD does have the item sliding advantage. Don't imagine we'll ever see an HD tournament at SGL, but who knows?
Who knows?
All right, Kit getting his hook shot. Crane flying across.
Another spike.
Is Crane gonna... Okay, yeah, he landed. He was going pretty fast during that cutscene.
That would be awesome. Cutscene ends, cut to Link.
So you got wallet and note to mom. Okay. He doesn't have delivery bag because he hasn't been to Forsaken Fortress yet. Although he did just equip bombs, so... Oh no, he's going back to the ferry island.
It's just Southern and Northern that are in settings, right?
Yeah.
I remember some stuff from the tourney doc.
Alright, Kit gonna be getting his Forsaken Fortress, or his bomb mail here. And yeah, that was Ferrari's Pearl, so yeah, mail chain. Can't purchase the other mail from Forsaken Fortress. Costs 201 rupees, but he's gonna get his wallet soon, so...
It does feel wild that we're living in a world where clicking yes on that that dialogue box is what you want to do.
Yeah.
For the longest time, that mail was not in settings. So if you clicked yes, you lost 201 rupees in like 10 seconds. Well, like 5 maybe, but...
Also, we picked up Maggie's letter. So more delivery bag stuff.
Yeah. It's the wallet mail.
Yeah.
Piece of heart.
So we'll see what Crane decides to do next here. Equipping hookshot. Is he going to angular? I guess that makes sense because angular is path. Neither of our runners have been to angular yet.
We were talking a bit about like openings before the seed a little, and Jim did mention, you know, it'd be curious to find out whether Crane early checked angular. He did not. So, would it have paid off? We will finally find out.
Yeah, based on all the items we've gotten so far, I feel like this either has to be like something that leads to grappling hook or power bracelets.
Yeah.
Because we need power bracelets logically to enter the headstone entrance. Grappling hook logically to enter the Forest Haven entrance, and also just for beating Goma. Because angular was path to Goma. Right, so this probably is just something for grappling hook.
Yeah,
or
if not grapple itself.
Yeah.
There's also a sword on Tree Branch, so grapple is logically required for that.
And there we go. Yep. Probably wouldn't have been the biggest advantage.
No.
Yeah. Also, I just realized neither runner has gone to Paw Print. Was Paw Print Baron? Okay, there we go. That's what paper.
Yeah. Paper. Actually, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of close. Autocorrect.
Yeah. So Kitcot will probably go to Bomb Island at some point.
I don't have I can't hear the crowd very well, so I'm sure there were people as soon as I said papering, people were like, "It's Paw Print," just oblivious.
Yeah. All right, Kit's getting his wallet and also his note to mom.
Double spiky like that is a site that was once reserved for Lenzo, but
Yeah.
Gotta hear.
Well, despite having bombs, Crane decided to just let the cannons shoot the entrance open.
It's aura forming.
Yeah. That's how you get extra V-Bucks.
Yeah, maybe we can unlock a skin other than Vanilla Link or Pajama Link.
Alright, because Kitcot has fire arrows, he can do all of Ice Ring, which is 3 checks. So there's the one on the outside, which is dead, that we can see, and then there's the one that's on the first inside level, and then there's the one on the second inside level that logically requires Iron Boots, but there's a trick you can do to get it without Iron Boots.
Luckily, we do have those boots. Yeah, Fire and Ice were relatively early. Obviously, Crane's gonna, like you said, pick them up here, but nothing in the middle chest. Go last layer down.
Was it all going to be for nothing? I guess interestingly, Kit hasn't. I guess it's not. There's not really a huge necessity for it right away, but Kit hasn't checked his light arrow hint yet.
It's true.
But like,
yeah,
there's so much more to check still.
Yeah,
but,
with no Earth, Tempo, and Logic, you don't really get benefit from those light arrows other than combat.
Oh, shooting the ice with an ice arrow. Interesting move.
It's like DK Bonanza when you throw a piece of terrain at the Tectones.
Ah, yes.
They grow.
I have not played DK Bonanza, but
it's fun.
I've heard it's very good.
It's definitely dopamine rush, like destroy terrain, brain go burr.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fun. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
No, just dead ice ring. Also, the hand. This is an interesting route from Crane. The hand was like, I'll wait.
Just give it a little pat. It's like, there, Link.
Yeah.
Do you want something?
Yeah, Crane's showing us the alternate way to leave the jail cell if you have a projectile. Followed by bonking into the torch. That's very important.
It is.
Yeah.
It's for good luck on this. Oh, and the chest. Let's go.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see if maybe Crane never does Ice Ring, because he didn't have fire and ice arrows when he was in the area, like Kitcot did.
Yeah. Does, okay, I was going to ask, did Crane peek inner? I missed it. But we'll see it right here.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not.
Spiky.
Oh. So just because a chest is spiky doesn't necessarily mean it's hard required. It could be bait, like it could be the second magic. It could be the second wallet.
Or it could even be something that looks useful but then leads to nothing, right? Like a Picto box that has nothing behind it.
Or one of the 4 bottles.
It's true. Is Grandma Mail out?
No, Grandma Mail's in Logic.
Okay.
So, but neither of our runners have found a bottle. Yeah. Alright, and then Crane stored his delivery bag. Crane is
gonna fall.
Yeah, unfortunately clips through the geometry right there. See, I think he should know how to get back up. Yeah, he's doing the strat. There we go. Alright, now Kit's going back to Windfall. Probably gonna get his light arrow hint here, as well as turning in all of the mail checks as well, and getting Moblin's letter, which we know is on 15 Blue Chew.
Yeah, we'll be able to just... It's a nice place for Moblins, for sure, because you'll just be able to turn it right in.
Yeah. Especially with Spoil's bag, he'll be able to just do all the rest of the stuff in there. Assuming he remembers to mail Maggie's letter here, but he probably will.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that'll be left on Windfall after this trip will be Picto-locked checks, right?
Yeah, I guess also technically Zunari, because you gotta go to Greyfish first. Yeah. I don't think he has... Is this only 5 rupees to mail? Or is this 10? Oh, it's 5. Okay, yeah.
I guess we are...
We're close
quite
to Dragon
close.
Roost.
Yeah, quite close.
He's gonna go turn in those chew jellies.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is crazy. This is like a whole new game. It's like a mod.
It is a very obscure part of the game, yeah. You can really hear the bubbling coming through
Yes.
in the audio.
It's quite a ASMR like.
And the green shoe led to nothing.
More spoils.
Meanwhile, Crane doing Helmrock storage, a fan of the many backflips in the side hop.
This one used to have the potential to get you in trouble back in the day, but again, no longer. We're now soft lock proof.
We fixed the glitched fight that wasn't supposed to be possible.
Yeah, we fixed the issue that we created by getting inside. It's like the Eric Andre meme.
Who would do that?
Yes, yes.
And there's Moblin's letter, which supposedly, at least logically, is required. So we'll see what it leads to. It could lead to that 8th Triforce shard that we know is on Windfall, but we have not seen yet.
Yeah. We are honestly startlingly close in terms of items.
Yeah, because we just need 2 swords. There's only 1 shard that's in a completely unknown location.
And there's only 1 sword that's in a completely unknown location.
Do they?
Tree branch.
Oh, tree branch. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're so right.
So we need power bracelets. We need a sword. We'll get a hint for our light arrows.
Yeah. In theory, we could also skip power bracelets.
It's true.
If you clip into the Headstone Island.
Yeah, which is not that hard to do.
Yeah.
Just grab door cancel off of Windfall.
Yeah, actually, I wonder, it would be really mean of this seed if, like, one of the dungeons isn't barren just because it has power bracelets.
Very likely at this point, actually. Very likely.
Oh, Picto.
That's very nice.
So that's a required Picto.
Okay.
Yeah, Crane didn't do Lenzo door cancel when he did the hide and seek with the killer bees, so we haven't seen the inside of Lenzo's house yet.
Yeah, so that required Picto means that either the check that required is referring to is Minenko, or there's a Picto locked Picto, and there's something in Lenzo's or Pompey and Vera. So we'll find out which one of those scenarios it is pretty shortly, but
yeah. Let's see what Cafe Bar Postman has.
whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point I think that Picto probably has to lead to the Triforce Shard, because we're running out of checks for that Triforce Shard to possibly be on. Oh, Crane's gonna go for the snipe to get the transparent chest here, which is spiky.
Definitely more consistent to do it from this spot rather than the boat, because you're rocking up and down in the boat, whereas you're on. Okay, yeah, not
Very
bad.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because especially if you have to make it daytime to do stuff, routing in the nighttime only transparent chest.
Yeah.
Can be a little tricky, but with this shot, it's very convenient to just do it right away.
Yep. Crane having to look at the windmill directly to get the chest spawn. Okay.
Well,
it's bait.
It's bait, yeah.
I remembered this time.
I'm so proud of you. Yeah, so Kit here doing the Lenzo door cancel, which I feel like is a bit of a misnomer. We're not canceling Lenzo's door,
Yeah.
but we'll eventually go into Lenzo's house with it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Crane seemingly is going to more or less be following up with Kitcot here after having completed Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah.
Crane is going to get the boomerang from Mila. Or forgot the boomerang is on Mila, one of the two.
One of the two.
Which, it's not going to be too much of a time sink, because he's going to do Creeb now while this is happening.
Yeah.
So.
As the years go by, we fit more and more things into the window of Mila here.
Yeah. It could also just be that maybe Crane just wants the boomerang for like peace of mind in Forbidden Woods. Doesn't
That's
have to
true.
worry about doing like the big blue flower skip or Kalademos with bombs or something.
That's true. That's true. Or he could be really worried about the tail on Puppet Ganon. Just like really worried.
Oh yeah, Crane also doesn't have the right wind direction for pressing down the switch here.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe, I think he just didn't press down the switch because he forgot that Creeb requires that you press down the switch. Kitcot, unfortunately, falling through the island with Lenzo door cancel, so he has to climb back up.
Don't you mean Miss Marie's door cancel to eventually get into Lenzo?
Miss Marie's door cancel to eventually get into Lenzo's. Trademark TM.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a real hit. People will pick that one up quick.
Alright, there he goes.
Nice and easy. There's a spiky here.
Yeah. Okay, there's shard number
That's
8.
our shard.
But yeah, the fact that that Pictobox is required
Instead of
possibly required
Yeah.
means that the other Pictobox is either locked behind this one or there is something unrelated on Minenko.
Yeah, definitely not out of the realm of possibility to have both that shard there in the path and then, like you said, something on Minenko, but we'll find out here in a sec. Okay. Yeah, so there, Minenko does have progression that is required to beat the seed.
Or it could be something ridiculous like the second Picto is in Hyrule.
God.
It's one of those two options. Now Crane hookshotting the torch to get up to Creeb here, after getting his boomerang from Mila.
He didn't do the Sizz setup. Come on, man. the setup that Elijah coined on my behalf. It doesn't, like, it's very useless.
See, Forsaken Fortress, and Islet of Steel. Okay, that's right, neither of our runners have been there yet. That's where light arrows are, at least.
Yeah. I am a little surprised we didn't see, you know, sail to Islet after Diamond Step, but I guess it is, you know, much quicker after Great Fish, potentially.
Yeah, I think at least I imagine Kit didn't do that because he didn't have hookshot or a bow, and you need one of those to defeat the Wizrobes that spawn at the Islet platform. So he wouldn't be able to full clear the island.
Oh, it's on the plat.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, the plat's in logic. That makes sense. I'm so non-platform brained. Also, I did not. Yeah. But interesting. You don't want to go to Islet once, or like you know, it's a time sink to go to Islet once. You don't want to have to do it twice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Crane doesn't have Spoils Bag, so he actually can't get Moblin's letter because he hasn't been to Dragon Roost.
Was that on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was DRI.
Yeah.
Was that the Wind Train?
Yes. Or no, it was the Fly Across.
Fly
It was the one that we
that we didn't think was
lost.
spiky. Yeah. Yeah. See, in my brain, it still wouldn't.
Let's see, Cafe Bar was not anything.
Snacks is in the audience, currently having PTSD from a mixed pools seed where I mispeaked DRC mini boss, and it lost us the race.
I have also mispeaked that one before.
Yeah,
and
it's
lost the race.
You feel like you can see it, but yeah, you gotta telescope it or just be careful.
Yeah, sometimes the lighting feels like it makes it difficult.
Okay.
Because they are kind of similar colors.
I'm loving this validation, Jim. like years of guilt and burden are being lifted.
Makes you want to come back to play.
Okay, we don't have to take it that far.
Okay. We'll get him next time.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah.
Oh, Mirror Shields.
Okay.
What mail was that? Is that
Missed it.
it's not wallet. Oh, it was note to mom.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
And we did, you know, pending peak confirmation, it did look spiky on Angular.
Yes.
The check behind mirror shield. So. Yeah, no, we get through a couple more like deep-seated issues like this. Maybe I'll come back.
Alright, Crane is going to be leafing up to the tree branch sword, supposedly here.
Did not see the small island chest.
Yeah.
But Crane peeking. And it is a sword. Crazy.
I think Crane forgot that he knew that. Based on his facial expression.
I'm glad we have not sunk more time into Private Oasis.
Yes. Alright, yeah, meanwhile, Kit, having warped to Greatfish, probably going to go to Islet to get the light arrows that will be there. And then also trading for the Zunari check to come back to.
Crane is not going for Small Island, so I think that answers our question.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Never know.
I'm still waiting for the day where both runners and both commentators think that a chest was not spiky. And everyone is just confused at a certain point. See, Crane falling down, trying to leaf all the way to Forbidden Woods. Pick up some more magic here.
Call me crazy, I'm a save warp and try it from the middle, Andy.
Yeah, I would do that too.
This is a long journey. Okay, so this is our spiky. Is it the lights?
Yes,
it is the lights. Okay.
And Kit's gonna crush Link, maybe?
Hopefully.
Oh.
This is quite finicky, as you can see.
Yeah, maybe I'm alone in this, but I'm a save warp out of Islet, Andy.
No, I'm a save. Yeah, I'm with you there too. Yeah.
Okay, so Crane found Dragon Roost Cavern here at Forbidden Woods entrance. He does have the items to full clear it, and can do quite a lot of the fast strats.
Yeah.
Could shoot the platform down, do DRC backwards.
Yep.
Another change for this season is we actually start with a single Dragon Roost Cavern small key.
That's right.
So the first chest is not guaranteed to be a small key.
What world are we living in, Jim?
A world where that chest is brown.
Wow, and that doesn't mean that I mistakenly went into the dungeon when it wasn't in settings. I think, you know, Wind Waker is about retiring and unretiring and retiring and unretiring. On one unretiring D-Rust, I remember going into DRC and the chest was wooden. And Momo is in my chat. I was so convinced that DRC was in Logic that she like went with me. She was like, "Why is this wooden?" I just went into DRC out of Logic, like out of the seat.
Also, very nice shots by Crane there.
Yeah, clean. See if we do the jump slash here. There's a key.
Oh yeah, that's a key.
I do love the parry you can do off the chew. Like ends up with Link on the pot. Yep, skip the climb. No idea if it's faster, but it's swag.
It is swaggy, yeah. It's one of those things that feels cool.
Yes, definitely. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. See, that is a special chart. Crane does not need that.
Was that Big Octo? The red one?
I mean, there's a bunch of red ones.
Oh, there's
like
a bunch of red
Big
ones.
Octo, Raft, Submarines.
Oh, okay.
Those are all great fairy chart. Those are all red, yeah.
I see.
Let's see, Crane here. Gonna go check Big Key Chest. Technically, it's possible that the Big Key Chest could be the last small key, but
Yeah.
Crane is gonna be very thorough, and then fall in the lava.
We'll see if this changes his mind.
Yeah.
It typically is something, especially if you're doing DRC backwards, you have the opportunity to like attempt to skip it.
Yeah.
On the case of it being that small key, because when you do Deer backwards or you do it forwards with a small key skip, you don't actually end up needing that last small key. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little time save that you can hedge your bets for, and if it ends up being something that you need, like it's not a small key, it's really no slower to go get it at the end of the dungeon than the beginning.
I did not see that hint.
I was looking at Crane's screen.
Yeah.
W commentators.
Oh, here's a spiky chest. Kit trying to lift up the boulder at Bomb Island, forgetting he doesn't have power bracelets.
Just getting reps in.
Yeah. Speaking of power bracelets.
Wow. That's BM Crane. You said you need these?
Yeah.
You looking for these?
Yeah, so logically those are required, even though technically our runners could skip them. Well, I guess unless Big Pig is required. Then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have the bait bag for that, or at least on the Kit side. I can't remember what that was, but...
Okay, Crane's gonna go do the big key chest now after blowing up that warp pot. Actually, kind of interesting routing. I've never seen this done before, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, given that, like, you come in and out of this big central room, right? At any given point, you can just jump down and save warp out.
Yeah, so also Crane looks like he was not punished for doing Bomb Island earlier, because the actual cave chest at Bomb Island was nothing. So Crane will not have to go back there and could skip that check if he wants to.
I couldn't see that very well enough to trust myself.
Crane didn't seem to think it was anything, so...
I hope he's right.
And so Kitcot's coming back to Windfall to do the Zunari check. Is there anything else he can do on Windfall, or is it just this?
No, it's just this, because it's this and Minenko left, right?
Oh, that's true, yeah. There's still Minenko, but we don't have
the Picto.
the deluxe Picto.
We're not going to get it here.
Meanwhile, Crane going backwards in Dragon Roost Cavern, otherwise known as falling down Dragon Roost Cavern.
That laugh was genuine, I promise. It took my brain a second.
And that item is the last small key.
Yeah, so if you're going backwards, this is the point where you go, okay, I have to check big key anyways, so
Yeah.
no time lost there.
I think Kit went into the Tower of the Gods entrance and found Forbidden Woods.
Okay.
We do know that there is shard number 7 inside Forbidden Woods.
Okay.
So we'll be on the lookout for the bottom right corner boy of the Triforce.
Okay, good to know, good to know. Do you have like a mnemonic or any flashcards?
So we start with 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 along the left edge.
Okay.
The top point 1 is 8, and then the last 4 make like a C. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to remember.
With 5 being the middle long boy.
Yes.
Oh,
There's that deluxe Picto. I mean, at this point, we've had none of our dungeons hinted Baron. We're not looking for very many items that we don't know about. In fact, we're looking for
1 shard.
1 shard.
That's number 7. So
Yeah.
we knew that one was here. So we're looking for the thin boy, the middle piece of shard number 5. Which I guess if the hint placement was unlucky is on one of the 3 out of the way ho-ho locations.
Yeah. Or the one.
Or the one on Private Oasis.
Yeah.
But maybe Crane will go back for that one.
Maybe double dip Baron.
Yeah.
Private Oasis.
You know, Kit's gonna do some fancy chest storage things here, which is pretty typical for Forbidden Woods.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like I mentioned earlier, is Power Bracelet's gonna be the only thing in Dragon Roost?
Very possible. I think that was quite prophetic.
Because let's see, with 1 shard and 1 sword left, it could be 1 is in Tower of the Gods, 1 is in Wind Temple.
Right. Or, I mean, one of them is probably on Minenko, actually, right? Unless it's that jank you mentioned.
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, unless it's that jank I mentioned. Something is on Minenko.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not the jank I mentioned because Kit just found Deluxe Pictobox. So
Oh, obviously.
yeah. So yes, Minenko must have something.
You saw through my my fudging of not remembering what the jank was, which backfired immediately.
Alright, Crane about to go fight Goma, and Kitcot going to fight... Kitcot's skipping the rest of the dungeon at the moment. Interesting play. Maybe he's hoping there's nothing else there? Because I imagine it's probably going through our runners' heads like, oh, none of the rest of the dungeons were hinted barren,
Yeah.
but there's not a whole lot left that I actually need.
Yep.
So...
I mean, with both inner dungeon warp pots and, you know,
True.
pretty accessible, easy entrances, like for both, honestly, for both DRC and Forbidden Woods, right? Once you enter the dungeon, you have that that warp that spawns at the entrance to the island, and yeah, that'll make coming back pretty easy. So I think this makes a lot of sense. You know.
Also, oh, nice quiver. Also, I just realized on the tracker, Forbidden Woods is marked as a dead dungeon, but it's
Oh yeah.
clearly not. So I don't know which of the other dungeons. I think it was. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't think Wind Temple is in Logic.
I don't think so, because it was Godin, Goma,
Yeah, Godin, Goma,
Kali,
then was
Halmarock.
Halmarock, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, Iron Boots are not required.
That's right.
Yeah.
No shark, no. Nothing crazy.
No Wind Temple entrance. Yeah, Kitcot is just leaving Forbidden Woods. Which, I think the worst case possible for that is if the last shard is in Forbidden Woods. Then, like, without that shard, he can't get his sword hints.
Yeah. You're right.
But,
And-
oh, he might just be thinking about rushing Minenko.
Yeah.
Which makes complete sense given
Agreed.
the hint information that we
Yep.
know.
No reason not to do this. It'll never get faster than it is right now.
There we go.
There's the long boy.
Yep.
Mr. Number 5.
Yeah, so now it makes complete sense for Kit to just go and check
The sword hints.
the sword hints.
It'll tell us which dungeon it's in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably... Let's see, what would worst case for Kit be? I think worst case might be if the sword is on Big Pig, because then Kit would have to find power bracelets.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Or grandma mail.
Or mail.
Yeah,
mail
yeah.
would be pretty bad.
Yeah, because we
We have not found a bottle.
yeah.
Can you imagine if the only thing in a dungeon that didn't make it barren was a bottle?
For grandma mail. Oh my god. It has happened before many times, unfortunately.
Or, worst case, we only know one. There's only one sword that we don't know about yet. Yeah.
Yeah, Kit's just been. He's had no reason to go to Force Haven.
Oh, it's just angular. So,
Okay, it was spiky.
yeah.
So, yeah, there's probably bottles in those dungeons. What else could it be? Can I can't remember. In these settings, can multiple bottles be Baron blockers?
Yeah, so if none of the bottles lock each other,
Okay.
and something is on Grandma,
They're all equivalent.
They're all
basically.
equivalent,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, so that's
that's pretty big for Kit, because I imagine, I'm pretty sure Kit knows how to skip power bracelets for entering
I sure hope so.
entering Headstone, yeah.
I would think so. Yeah, so that is no mode, I believe.
Yeah.
As in KNOW. We know where everything is that we need.
Versus NO no mode, which means you lost.
Crane, unfortunately, giving back that time sync, checking Bomb Island.
Yeah, because Crane still has not found Spoil's bag.
Yeah.
And he didn't do Lenzo door. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess, if he did Lenzo door cancel because he has to get Minenko anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty heavily in Kitcot's favor at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be Crane full cleared DRC, but this is gonna be an insanely speedy. We're just gonna shoot down the platform, take it to the top, and chest storage into Goma.
Yeah.
Trivial.
Yeah, Kitcot doing the more traditional setup for knocking down
Back in
platforms
my
here.
day, this is what we did.
Crane just free-handed it,
Yeah.
which, you know, all the respect to him.
There's always been free spirits like that.
Crane also heading off to Ice Ring, which we know is dead,
Yep.
but Crane does not, and I don't know how that fire arrow did not melt the ice.
Yeah, this hitbox, it does not cover the top of the ice at all.
Yeah.
Or, like, less than you'd think, I should say. Not at all, but...
Unbeknownst to Kitcot, his power bracelets are right here. He could save time by getting this one chest, but he probably will not.
Probably will Probably will not. Yep.
Yep. Nope.
No power bracelets. Yeah, so the likely thing is going to be door cancel on Windfall and take it to
Door cancel on outset.
outside.
And take it,
outside. Yeah. Door cancel on Windfall. I mean, if you super swim,
If you
it's
super
not.
swim,
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But there is also
It does-
technically there are chest storage ways to get in
Okay.
as well. There is also a non-chest storage. There's I know there's one pretty precise roll clip
Really?
you can do to get in, because I know that the
On the rock geometry above?
yeah,
Okay.
the 100% route used to do it. It was awful.
Yeah, that sounds miserable. With for SD, right?
Yeah, for SD.
Which does not have the quality of life roll improvements that are in Randomizer. I don't know does that come into play in roll clips?
Well, so it actually, there's one situation where it actually helps
Oh,
to
really?
not have the jump.
Okay.
Yeah, for doing password skip on the pirate ship.
Like
You like roll clip into the pirate ship.
And you kind of like walk around the edge in the collision, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, for the roll clip on Headstone, that doesn't matter because it's high up enough that you've plenty of time to pull the leaf after you roll clip. It's not as bad as like the Earth Temple Songstone skip roll clip with no jump.
Oh god. Oh god.
That one is awful.
Yeah. That's in is that AD?
That's in all dungeons, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, getting hit by the rocks. Doesn't lose any time, but it is annoying.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're invisible.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you've broken down another barrier for me. I'm gonna say, without looking at like the VOD, that the time I died to Goma was because of invisible rocks.
Probably, yeah. Also, unbeknownst to Crane, he's about to get his last sword.
Completely blind. Let's go.
Kit shooting Goma with the bow.
You do have a little reset period. You saw Kit wait there to shoot. That's because Goma is, I don't know, invulnerable?
Yeah, has invincibility for
Invincible.
a little bit.
Yeah. Intangible, invulnerable, invincibility. Those are all. I never know which one to use.
Someone was like, I don't like the way the rest of these words sound. I'm going to make a new one that says the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I guess Crane did check this earlier. I guess even if he didn't, he just wanted to come back anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, there's my last sword.
And a look of confusion.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he forgot that he never did DRI, potentially. Because he's still missing that spoils bag, which is the key to getting his Picto box. He could enter the Tower of the Gods entrance.
Yeah.
As well, because I know that the tracker that we use for Wind Waker, you have to actually mark the entrance for the tracker to know that you have access to a dungeon. Otherwise, it's gonna say you don't have access to any dungeon that's not linked up.
Yeah.
So it is actually slightly confusing because it like if you link a dungeon up at all, the tracker thinks you have access to that dungeon. It doesn't take into account the logic to get into the dungeon.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so if you didn't have power bracelets, but you somehow marked headstone, yeah, it would say, oh, you've got Earth Temple access. Gonna get one of the 2 remaining swords that we know about here for Kit on the way out of DRC. This is nice routing here.
Yeah.
The beating the boss that's at Forest Haven, even when the dungeons are shuffled and it's not Cali Demos, you can see it puts you in the same spot, which leads nicely into Tree Branch.
Yeah, so Kit now off to Angular to get his last known sword.
Yep.
And then he will just have to beat Tower of the Gods, pretty much.
Yep, that will be, we will go from no mode to go mode.
Let's see, Crane, so Crane's going to Islet right now, that's right. He's doing the platform first, which does not have his light arrows.
It's not.
But
It does not.
we only know that as commentators because we have information.
We know everything. Except whether the Great Sea is barren, if you're me.
And that obviously means you know where the hero's charm is, right?
Of course, of course. It's on Fire Mountain.
Ah, yes. Would you recommend that both of our runners do Fire Mountain then?
Always.
Okay.
It's always good play, even when it's not in the settings. Is it? Wait, is it in the settings?
It is not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I doubted myself.
Yeah, one of the, I guess, principles of these settings is that no, like there are not any islands that only have a single check.
That's
all islands have at least 2 checks.
yeah. That's interesting. That's a philosophy that's definitely floated around before, and so it is very interesting to see like what happens when we fully lean into that.
You kick out Fire Mountain is what happens.
Yeah.
Mother and child.
Claire has lost an advantage.
Yeah.
These are anti-Claire settings.
Kit now has all the items he needs. We'll see what approach he takes here to clip into Headstone. My guess is just door cancel on outset. Yeah.
Not gonna get door cancel on Windfall. Bit of a weird choice.
You know, he has the cabana. He could get door cancel at Private Oasis.
He could show the deed.
There's Crane getting his light arrows.
That's a better storage spot than the boat, for sure.
Kit almost forgetting he needs to go get the text before opening the door. Otherwise, he would just store the door. He did not get the text. There he goes. Okay.
It's been a seat of like couple frame early A presses in terms of storage for Kit.
Yeah, so now he is going to be blind though, but like Sis mentioned earlier, you can pause to very briefly see where you are to get your bearings.
Makes the trick easy enough that I can do it, so it's good.
Right. Crane has also finally gone back to Dragon Roost. So he'll be getting his spoils bag and bait bag here.
Oh, true. Which is nothing but bait.
Yep. My favorite is when Big Pig digs up bait.
Yeah, and you're like, wow. Wow. That feels...
I threw the bait on the ground.
Yeah. Thanks, Lago.
So Kit is approaching Headstone. Yeah, so I remember specifically I think it was the very first qualifier of Season 8 had a power bracelets is required in Ganon's Castle Maze chest.
Oh, God.
But it was just for this. It was just for getting into this entrance. And I remember Kitcot specifically didn't know how to do it then.
Oh,
So-
wow. Okay.
This is Kitcot's redemption.
Yeah. This is, we learn through failure, right?
Exactly.
Type thing.
And there, Crane finally got his spoils bag. And you can see on his face.
He's feeling a little bit sassy.
Yeah. And unlike Kitcot, Crane is, I think, he's either going all the way back to the King of Red Lions, or he's going to go turn in the Golden Feathers. That are a check here on Dragon Roost.
And all we're looking for on Kit's side, because, you know, we said he's in go mode. What's he doing? You do need one small key.
Yeah.
To access one of the 3 statues in the middle of Tot G. So we're just looking for that small key. We'll do, you know, he's just doing a couple quick checks here, and then there's some more checks on the left side, but there are also multiple small keys in Tot G, so we don't need to, you know, check all of those. Is he doing hop across?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Wow.
An interesting
Right
choice.
as I was talking about skipping slower checks on the first floor. He's just trying to make me look bad. Okay, kid, I see you.
Yeah, I think the real kicker in Tower of the Gods is whenever you get the small key, and then you get another small key on Stone Tablet.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
like, well, I didn't have to do any of that.
Yeah, 100%.
And that is a dead check. No small keys here.
Just checking it to swag out. It's like I can do this, just because. Do we know what the C is for on the file name?
I don't want to dox him, but I think it's the first letter of his real name.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're telling me his name is not Kitcot?
I mean, I haven't seen his legal identification, so he could be lying. But yeah,
I think he is.
It's
yeah.
Kitcot with a C.
It's the C and the K are flipped. That's so funny. I thought you were gonna be like, oh yeah, it's C for the Triforce shape. Obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just completely ate my words. We're full clearing first floor. It is smart, you know, because
There has to be a small key.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We really ignore what you're supposed to do on the first floor in Taji. No matter what the equipment situation is, but yeah, in the vanilla game, yeah, there it is. You are required to find one on the first floor and use it.
I'm still curious what item was in here that. Well, I guess Tower of the Gods could just be like actually barren, but the hint system just decided to not pick it.
That's right. It's not a guarantee. That's interesting.
But with how many checks there are here, it's like, you know, there's Tower of the Gods has like a 4 times greater chance of being a barren hint if it is barren compared to like most of the other islands. So.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see if we roll by a spiky here or anything.
Yeah.
In before Godin just spits out or snorts out a bottle.
Yeah. We also haven't found second magic yet.
Oh, you're so right.
I think second magic.
You are so right, Gymnast 86.
Could also be it. Yeah, because despite the first magic upgrade giving us double magic, there is still the second one out there that does not do anything except refills your magic.
No.
And Kit is gonna go into the void.
Oh, unlucky.
And get paid.
Let's go. That definitely hurts more when you're clearing Taji and you wanted to take that storage in the mini boss. Here, it's, you know, it's a void time loss, but it's not going to affect his route in any way.
And I guess, is there a reason to cancel the chest storage?
Actually, yeah, because you could get stuck, right? On the, like, if you got knocked down in the technically the third. Well, no, I guess you could just hook shot. It's probably faster. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you get knocked down in the water, you have to drown.
Oh, you do have to drown.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't ESS out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could have just been intentional.
Yeah, I think you're.
Especially since his
You're
facial
right.
expression didn't change at all. So.
Sure, I've not been watching the facial expressions, but that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, so Tower of the Gods, even in Go mode, is still kind of slow, because you still have to get all 3 statues.
Yep.
Crane picking up his Triforce Shard 8 here.
I always think about, like, the complete 180 from, like, growing up. Like, thought G was, like, the atmosphere was really cool, I thought.
Oh, yeah, no, casually, like,
super
Tower of the
cool.
Gods is super cool.
And in Rando, it is...
And in vanilla speedruns, yeah. It's like,
true.
well, we've been doing the same thing for 15 years.
Hey, at least we got statue speed up.
That's true,
and
yeah.
any order statues. It used to be you had to go in, you know, a predefined route, but now you've got the illusion of choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that some people have also floated the idea of, like, starting with all of the statues already all positioned.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? Because, like, where do you draw the line between quality of life and just, you know, erasing parts of the game? I think it's a question that, like, developing and maintaining a rando and running it is you constantly have to consider.
Yeah.
Fun, you know, or ease versus tradition, etc.
Yeah. There is no one clear answer. Except with speeding up the statues. That was a clear answer.
That was a clear answer. That one's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, see, I wonder, because if Crane does push the headstone entrance, he'll go into tap up. So I guess we're angry at my Neko. Yeah, I had to watch it on camera. But yeah, if Crane pushes the headstone entrance, then he's not going to get the last shard. Or, well, I mean, I think he should know that the last shard is Tower of the Gods sector, but he's going to outset, so.
Yeah, it can be, you know, it can be easy, especially when you're not, like, super rehearsed in a particular setting.
Yeah.
To forget hints, or to, you know.
Especially with how many hints
Yes.
there are in these settings.
There have never been more, and they've never been more important. We are definitely, we've come a long way from the days where you had to just find the what are they called? The fish?
The fishman. Fishman hints, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Season 1...
Back in my day.
Yeah. Season 1, there were no barren, unrequired dungeons.
Yeah.
It was all just, well, you're one item from Go mode.
Yep.
It's either an Earth Temple or Wind Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Which one are you going to choose?
Man, I have such fond memories of shard hunting. Really love a good casino.
Crane is trying to give Orca the spoils. I actually got punished for not understanding how this check worked during one of the qualifiers, because I thought magic wasn't required for it.
It is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Because I think in earlier versions of the randomizer, the randomizer would just give you magic here.
Okay.
Also, nice side hops by Kit to skip playing Command Melody.
Yeah.
We start with all the songs also in these settings. I think we forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Kit going for the fast jump.
Well done.
Very nice.
Okay, magic. Yeah, magic required for Orca. Interesting. It would be so awesome if that check required Hurricane Spin. Like, I know that's where you learn it, but like, come on.
That would be funny.
Or like, you know, on the day, I think the day that we have like Orca, what is it? How many hits is it? The max
500.
hits? 500.
Oh, max hits?
Or sorry, yeah, that one, 500.
Yeah.
The check.
Oh, here we go.
Damn.
Didn't have to do it.
That is salt in the wound for sure.
I guess Crane never checked outset either. We're going to Jaboon's cave.
Yeah, this is a scary one to leave this long. You're really hoping that something hasn't been sitting in here the whole time behind bombs. Got very early on.
And there wasn't, so I mean,
Yep, there was nothing.
yeah, really the thing that, at least to put Crane the most behind here, was probably just delaying Dragon Roost.
Yeah.
As long as he did not getting that spoils bag.
Yep. Yeah, it all kind of comes back to like the management of the known and the unknown in terms of the shards and swords, etc.
We are gonna get to see the big pig eat though.
Let's go.
Crane's gonna pick up the big pig in a weird way that's gonna skew it from where it actually should be above Link, and then he's gonna eat it across the island. Yeet. Alright, will the big pig dig up bait? And will it not go back into the water? Okay.
I was thinking about it. I was just checking out the water.
It was like, ooh, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, yummy. Salt water.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Salt water.
I think salt water. Could be not.
Yeah. Close.
Different kind of bait.
Yeah. Oh, Kitcot getting smashed by the hands.
It's a down smash.
Thankfully, you can use ice arrows or fire arrows on the hands to only have to shoot them each once.
Although it does invite the possibility of your shot doing nothing by merit of, again, early 2000s programming.
Yeah.
Just a chance for them to self-revive.
I mean, in general, I feel like the way Wind Waker feels, like, from, like, as far as, like, the game's physics go, is actually pretty good. But there's just these, like, occasional edge cases where it's like, why is this super janky?
Yeah. For the most part, I mean, that's one of the things that drew me to the randomizer, honestly, is, like, the movement feels, really good, like, being in the world, it did age pretty well, but yeah, you're totally right. There's some things you're like, that should have worked.
Or like leafing on that flower across the poison water. And
oh my god,
woods.
it's so
like,
jank. Yeah,
what is this based on?
So many times you leaf and the flower goes nowhere.
And it also looks like Crane is going to be going to Tower of the Gods here. We might actually end up seeing what prevented it from being barren. Or if it was just nothing prevented it from being barren and the randomizer was just like, we're not going to choose that.
That would be crazy.
Because we saw the whole bottom floor,
Yep.
so it wasn't anything on the bottom floor.
And big key chest wasn't anything.
Yeah. That is
treasure chart.
Just a treasure chart, yeah. Oh, Crane's super swimming.
I got a little sweep. I heard that through like a sunset.
Yeah, so that's all required dungeons beaten for Kitcot. Kitcot just has to save warp to get magic back, and then he'll be making his way to Hyrule.
I have to save warp for magic. You don't have to hook shot across the gap. Down in Hyrule. Yeah, it is very like almost ironic that like once a Hyrule dip was like the biggest gamble, right?
Yeah.
But now the Hyrule dip to check the hint is anti-gamble, essentially.
Yeah.
We turned gamblers' own tricks against them. It's always a nice, like, meditative roll across Hyrule.
Yeah.
Time to feel the nerves, time to...
Be like, all right, Puppagannon's coming up.
Look over at your opponent, make sure they haven't stood up yet and you didn't notice.
Make sure your opponent hasn't started trying to mash yet, where you're like, oh no, they're on the road.
Yes, this is... Your ears definitely perk up. Barrier skip.
Yep.
Watch out for falling glass. Shoutouts to Mont.
I wish Mont could be here.
Me too. I miss his je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Québécois.
I did commentary with him for a match last year, and it was really fun.
It's always really fun, yeah.
Oh, Crane doing the door clip here.
Oh, look at this, a little fancy. Fancy
Whoop,
pants.
whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's like a jump scare with Link's eyes. The one frame with the pupil or the whites.
Interestingly, Crane. Well, I guess Crane. Yeah, Crane doesn't know where his shards are. Yeah, he from Crane's perspective, he did kind of just make the wrong choice and check the wrong dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, because Crane knows Minenko has to have something, so I think he's put together that he needs to find Deluxe Pictobox.
Yeah.
As well, which we know is in the second room of Forbidden Woods, along with the last shard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's definitely like a line of thought where you're like, okay, well, Tachi takes a while.
Yeah. And like Go Mode Tachi, like it might have been that in Crane's mind, like Go Mode Tachi doesn't save as much time as Go Mode Forbidden Woods.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, there was also the hint about the shard being in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
I thought Crane got that, but maybe he didn't.
I mean, hints have been a little rough to see for Crane. This little clip here has never treated me quite right. This actually can be a little finicky. I can't remember whether you're supposed to drop it with B or put it down with R.
Crane still super swimming more.
Hey! Solid speed. Cruising around at the speed of sound.
I'm not using the Sonic model, shaking my head. Alright, Kit getting ready here to do Puppet Ganon.
Yep.
We'll see how many shots it takes.
Nice first.
Yep, very nice.
Oh, a little twitch at the end.
Yeah.
That's the kind of micro adjustment where you like you know you don't need it, but your fingers disobey. Ah.
Oh, and we cut down the tail.
Oh, juked.
Yeah, it is. Oh, okay, nice. Can he get the shot up?
When the tail goes down like that, you basically lose predictive ability.
Yeah.
It becomes random, almost. Got a pseudo spin to refresh the cut tail.
He hit the rope again. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could have gotten a true spin.
Yeah. I do always find it funny that it feels easier to hit the rope that's holding the tail up than it is to hit the tail, because the rope's hitbox is just so large.
It's, yeah. Another who did this thing. Where, like, yeah, that hitbox is definitely large for a boomerang-sized reason.
We'll see if Kit gets any crypt shots here. It is possible to chain multiple shots on Puppet Ganon here.
Yeah, usually what you're blocked by, or like one thing that helps, because you can do all three there, right? Like Jim said, there's variability. You can get 2 or you can get 3 shots all in a row. The thing that enables a third shot is when the light arrow clanks, it doesn't have to refresh, right? If you hit the right spot.
Yeah.
Because normally, after you fire an arrow, you have to wait for the particle effects to fade.
Yeah, specifically if the arrow hits Puppet Ganon's body.
The body.
The
Okay. Got it.
the refresh. You don't have to wait out the refresh timer or whatever.
No. No crypt shots, but that is okay. We've got a little bit of a lead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Crane gonna be fighting the Darknut mini boss. Maybe this will have a spiky chest.
Nice shot from Kit. You can kind of watch the tail in the cutscene and, you know, guess where it's going to go and fire off based on that. Will we get a Trog?
He's going for it.
Oh,
Very
wow.
nice.
Interesting. Yeah, very nice. He got custom. I usually just, you know, full analog down fire at the top. But,
Right.
But that was custom.
Crane making sure that the bubbles are both dead before he attempts to go across with the statue.
Got almost shafted by the column. collision. Solid mash.
Kit probably going for grapple skip here. Not any reason not to.
There's a new setup, right?
Yeah, there's a new setup that I think Bobby developed.
Okay. Is it good? Is it more consistent?
So I actually don't use it, and it doesn't look like Kit is using it here either.
Okay.
Because it.
Oh, he moved. Yeah.
Yeah, he moved because
Little backstep.
I've never been able to then get the hookshot L slide grab
Oh,
afterwards because
okay.
the position is different.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I still do this one.
Yeah. And it is pretty consistent.
Yeah.
It's not usually an issue. We don't have soup here, so dying to Ganondorf is more of a real possibility, but
Yeah, I mean,
we
but
do have grapple for hearts from Zelda. So.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very quick first phase. Quite standard.
Getting the good RNG.
Yep. They're, more than you'd like, honestly. Ganondorf will just sit there and laugh at you. Like,
Yeah.
You want me to attack? Really?
Yeah, because you have to parry him to get hits in on him.
I'm looking over and realize I don't know if I've ever seen Drew without a hat. I almost didn't recognize him. And GG's. GG's. Well done, Kit coming in first by the time of 1:35:33.
Yep.
Got a little heckling from the crowd. My lord.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get our runners up here for the post-run interview.
That's quite the handshake. It was like a finger grab. I thought Crane was gonna kiss Kit's hand for a second. He was like,
Live marriage proposal.
yeah.
SGL.
He's like, I do. I didn't realize Crane has an Oracle shirt on. That is cool.
He does.
It's very. I love the
think
art
it's-
design of Oracle.
Also has the Majora's Mask moon. I think it's just all Zelda games.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, there's the egg from Link's Awakening.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Crane.
Hello.
Kitcot.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right. So, how do we feel?
It was a bit jetty. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. From your perspective.
not
Yeah. Hold on. Crane is in the middle of full clearing Tachi as you finish. So.
yeah. I was like, okay, if it's because I was looking for the last Picto, so I'm like, if it's Tachi, I will full clear it
Yep.
because that's basically go mode. And if it's Forbidden Woods, I'll just skip it all. And I picked Ron many times, in many places.
That is typically how it happens. Isn't
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think the one of the big differences that ended up benefiting Kit is that Kit got spoils bag relatively early.
Yeah,
Yeah, whereas you did quite a lot more before going to Dragon Roost.
I did about like 2/3 of the seed before Dragon Roost.
were you attempting to like wait until you had spoils bag?
Yeah, because I was like, that's 2 checks. Spoils bag, the chance it's at Dragon Roost is so low. And then, like, after the second dungeon, I'm like, okay, the chances may be a little higher than I wanted it to be.
Right. Yeah.
I do feel like for this seed, it was like, at first it felt like you could do absolutely nothing, and then I blinked and I'm
Right.
like, oh, I have like half the items now. So it makes sense how you could delay DRI as long as 2 dungeons, right? Because I ended up, well, I think a lot of my early game was quite, I'd say messy, and then eventually I got all the items, and then it ended up just being like picking different places. I ended up going with a Forsaken Fortress. I usually like doing that. This time it had a lot of stuff, so rare W on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two bows and delivery bag.
back to back.
Yeah.
Loaded.
But yeah, no, for the most part, it's just, I don't know. I feel like the seed was, I go into 3 dungeons, so I don't really know what to say other than
Oh, you go moded. Oh,
Yeah. He went to Forbidden Woods before Dragon Roost.
Yeah.
Skipped Power Bracelet.
Yeah, he had a very fast dragon move.
That explains quite a bit.
Yeah.
Where are power bracelets actually?
The French
In
vanilla, top of Dragon Roost.
Under Rope Bridge.
Yeah.
Dragon Roost,
You did walk right by it, and we were like, well, he could get him.
But he doesn't know they're there.
If he did get him, it would be very suspicious. But
Yeah, I think at that point I was just like,
your go mode.
yeah, go mode. So I'm,
Yeah.
and I know that you can just like
Yeah.
door cancel into
Yep.
into head zone. So I'm like, I'm just gonna hope that they're not right by me, but they were right by me. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim brought up how like this is kind of a full circle moment, right? Where like this situation came up where you didn't know how to door cancel in earlier,
yeah,
and now like you took that, you learned, and now like it benefited you.
yeah, improvement. But basically, it's like, yeah, but like door canceling into Earth. I mean. Door cancelling into like Wind Temple or I guess Gale Isle,
Yeah.
that was obviously common, but like it never crossed my mind you could do that to the other one,
Yeah.
because in seasons 1 through 7 you would never have to do that.
Right.
It's only in like this season was that applicable. So
Yeah, you're you know. You're never gonna go in
with
without power
dungeon
bracelets.
with vanilla dungeon entrances,
Yep.
power bracelets are always required to lift Jalhalla.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And they're never going to be in Earth Temple, obviously. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So. Let's see. We also. So none of the dungeons were hinted barren. We know that Dragon Roost had power bracelets.
Yep.
Which were logically required. Forbidden Woods and Forsaken Fortress obviously had stuff. We actually don't know what was in Tower of the Gods. That
Yeah.
made it non-barren, or the randomizer just decided to not pick it.
I mean,
As
I
one
was
of the
like
Baron hints.
2 checks away from
Yeah,
full query.
and you hadn't found anything.
So
Yeah.
my best guess is it has a bottle.
Well, right,
Probably,
but
yeah.
what does Grandma have?
Yeah.
Another bottle. I don't know.
We didn't actually see the second magic, so it could have been the second magic.
That's still in a bottle.
That's true. That is
I hate
still
that
in
he
his
wins
bottle.
that interaction, man. That's okay.
Crane is always right.
I gotta take what I can, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess do either of our runners have any more comments,
No, not particularly.
self-criticisms of the gameplay?
Did commentary enjoy me dropping a bomb next to Maneinko because I knew she had the shard?
Yes.
We did point that out. Yeah.
That was a weird place. Well, not necessarily weird, but it was more the fact that okay, I've got like shard 5 on Windfall. I've done everything on Windfall except for Minenko and like Zunari. So going to Zunari, surely it's not on Minenko.
No,
Yeah.
it's not her.
It's on Manenko.
It was weird with that required hint on the Picto, and then Lenzo still having something, right?
Yeah, I thought that had already been resolved. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a Picto, lock Picto, but
yeah. But more the fact there was a shard in Lenzo's house. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, they're done, right? So don't need to worry about this anymore. I was wrong.
yeah, that's the partial, or what is it, possibly required versus
Yeah, if
required
it was
difference?
just if it was just that shard, it would have been possibly required.
Oh, yeah,
on
of course.
Blue Chew.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Cool.
All right. Well, yeah, I think that's probably it for us then. So coming up will be some other race happening at SGLIVE.
Yep.
I'm not sure which one.
Plenty of
but,
races to go though across many games.
At
so.
least
Yeah.
3.
At least there will be at least 3 more races this weekend.
Good
That
call,
is true.
Crane. Crane setting
Crane-
himself up to be correct
Crane
again.
just correct again.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoy more races to come. Pretty sure there are also races happening on the other Speed Gaming channels at the moment as well. Speed
Yep.
Gaming 2, 3, and 4 probably. So
Looking over at a fellow Speed Gaming channel of Drew versus Mario and Ocarina of Time Randomizer right now. So
My money's on Drew.
I don't know. Mario's pretty good.
I don't have any money on anyone.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Wow.
gamble, guys. Come on.
okay.
But I thought you were always
only
correct.
in randomizers. Only in randomizers.
That is a randomizer.
Well, no, I'm talking like I only gamble in randomizers I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
Not that I I am wrong sometimes.
Clip it and ship it, folks. 2025, we finally have it. Let's go.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.